All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Yesterday we had a nice introduction to the science of the biophotonic charger. And for those that were able to make it onto the call, I find it very educational, very interesting. So, for anybody who didn't catch it, it went out in the last email, which I sent out about 15 or 20 minutes ago. So, what we're doing is we're setting it up so that no matter what happens, we're trying to get people educated with the information, the science. So, first off, we've done the live call for session one. Now we've sent out the recording for session one. Now we're going to do the live call for session two. And tomorrow sometime we'll send that out and we'll do session three tomorrow also. So today we're going to dive into the deep science of vitality and we're going to touch on the evidence and the impact. And this is based on research by Dr. Carlos and the Hatto Life Institute. So let's have a look. Yesterday, we touched on the invisible world and the problem of invisible EMF waves and how it's coming from all electronic devices and how things have changed over the course of times, starting with in the 1920s when radio waves, AM, FM, were introduced to people. That started the flow of frequencies through the airwaves going into different types of um, radio signals that are coming through from different communication devices, etc. So all of these technologies over the years and decades now have compounded. We're getting so much more technologically advanced that we're growing into a world where we're literally covering the planet with Wi-Fi, cell phone towers. The natural things that happen on the planet were enough to make changes, but now with what man and humans are creating, it's creating a whole new environmental impact that is affecting everything that's alive in essence. So, water being one of the things that it affects drastically is alive. Our bodies have 70+% water in it. And those electromagnetic frequencies, those negative spike waves, are absolutely attacking our bodies in a way where it's like putting up interference within our circuitry. It's like putting toxins within our liquids, within our body. It's doing all the things that are going to create potential health hazards because inside of our bodies, things are not functioning properly because they're not optimized to function properly. They've been distorted by the effects of these EMF and negative energies. So this is becoming more and more of a situation as we grow the intensity of the frequencies that are being generated in order to service the needs that these technological situations are looking to fill. And that means autonomous cars, people riding around on batteries, in electric cars. This is just a piece of where they're taking our bodies, and every time we're being infused by all this negative energy, it's a health hazard. It is going to create issues within your body. It's going to shorten your life one way or the other because it's not natural. So we need a solution. And the solution is to negate all that negativity, enhance all the positivity. And that's where the biophotonic charger and biophotonic water comes into play. We take that water, restructure it, energize it so that when you put it back into your body, what you're doing is you're taking your body and you're bringing it to a natural state. And how that happens is because whether you're spraying your body or you're drinking the water, it's neutralizing the EMF and bringing your body back to, in essence, let's just put it this way. Neutralizing the EMF is, in essence, the same thing as removing the interference and allowing things to communicate the way they're designed to, but not just communicate the way they're designed to. How about we pump up the volume a little bit with the frequency tune-up so that everything even works superior to how it did before? And in this case, now we start to see the results. And those results turns out with the hydration that people are getting and how all of a sudden with the EMF out of the body, they're walking around with less brain fog, clearer ability to think, and ability to get good sleep, which in turn turns around and gives you a more functional cellular system, everything working better all the way around. So when you're consuming the water, and giving it to your body, you're doing several things. You're reducing the amount of work your body has to do if you put tap water into it, and it has to structure that water in order to run all the processes that your dynamic system actually has happening within it. So when you're doing it this way, you're making it easier. Anytime you make it easier, it means it's working less. And if it's working less, it means it can last longer. Just like your car. If you have it tuned up, running well, it's a pleasure to drive. If your car is got dirty spark plugs, again, this is the interference, then your car is not going to be running the way you want it to. It's not going to take you the way you want it to go, and you're not going to enjoy the pleasure that your car would normally bring you. And in this case, when we're talking about our bodies, the same results happen because of the fact that your body's not doing the process is the way it's supposed to. You don't have the energy that you should have, and you're sluggish. You're not running at peak performance. So that's the ultimate goal here is get everything inside your body operating functionally and working to better take care of you. So now, when we're talking about the fingerprint of water, so we have UV spectroscopy to measure the water. So it does UV light through the source and the sampling to come to the absorption rate. So with that, we know that when we have structured water, we increase the hydration and absorption rate significantly in our bodies. You see, we have water running in our systems with the water will not absorb into our systems at the UV light at 277 nanometers. So when they're testing it with the spectroscopy, it doesn't show absorption. It shows almost zero absorption. But when you're using the structured water, it shows massive absorption at that 277 nanometers. So this proves that the Biophotonic Charger app actually works in order to alter the state of the water, structuring it, and creating the hexagonal structure and making it so that it does the job in your body exactly like the water that's in your body already. So instead of taking H2O from your tap and just putting it in your body, you take the H2O and you run your Biophotonic Charger on it, changing it completely so that now you put it in, it's ready to go to work for you. This not just works on your body, it works on your plants. So with the testing that they did, it was found that your plants definitely enhanced their growability when they had nature in the form of the structured water. So much so that you can measure the difference in the ability for your plants and even yourself. We feel the difference, plants feel the difference, your pets feel the difference. And even to be able to perform tests so that you can see for yourself. And it's no different in this case when we're looking at, let's look at when you go to the pet store and you buy a fish to put into your aquarium or something. They will tell you you cannot put that fish into tap water without treating that tap water first. But people are still telling you that that tap water is okay for us as humans to consume. I could never wrap my head around this concept that if I put my fish, which is alive and healthy, into tap water and it dies, that my tap water is going to be okay for me to drink. So here we're talking about germinating seeds and the time that it takes. With tap water, you're lucky to get a sprout in 5 days. With the biophotonic water, 2 days, and you should have your seed sprouted and looking strong and healthy. These are all experiments that you're welcome to do yourself as you learn. Everybody's got different hobbies, and if gardening is yours, like Vesti there, then you can certainly learn and experiment. And it's the same thing when you're feeding your plants. So your plants are your transportation for your nutrients to get the nutrients into the plant. So it's your roots that do it all. So the stronger the roots, the stronger the plant. So by having your plant being fed with the biophotonic water, it's going to create thicker, stronger roots, and your plant's going to be stronger, it's going to be healthier, and there's going to be actually less requirement for any types of pesticides or even fertilizer, in the sense that anything that you do that is naturally good and healthy for your plant will be enhanced and the nutrient uptake will be increased. So whether you're talking about yourself and the nutrition that you're putting in, or I see some people eating food there, I hope you're drinking that down with some biophotonic water so that you're getting the most out of that food that you're consuming. So very good examples of how we can enhance ourselves, our plants, and our animals through not only just the hydration, but the absorption of the nutrients and the bioavailability of everything that we're consuming. So it all matters because it's building better plants, better humans all the way around. And now, when it comes to people as a whole, humans, we have energy within our bodies. I learned years ago that, in essence, I believe every organ has its own functional frequency. And there's 32 different frequencies, sorry, 42 different frequencies within our bodies. And fortunate enough for us, we were able to get 37 of those frequencies into the Biophotonic app so that when you're charging your water, you're using it on your body, you're actually enhancing those frequencies. So our bodies are not just chemicals, we're electricity. Our brain functions on electricity, our heart is electricity, our nervous system all run on electrical impulses. And these are all measurable fields. So yes, somebody does know what all our frequencies are, and it's using this gas discharge visualization that they can determine the different emissions of photons. And this means that they can actually test all the structure of the water and tell you the angles and show you the difference of the water prior to structuring, the water after structuring, and how it creates such an amazingly symmetrical shapes in order to, when it's structured, and everything that God created is divine. The invention of the water and how it interacts within our bodies is divine. Everything that we are doing when we are promoting the app and the benefits of the app is about as godly, I believe, as you can come when it comes to getting people back to nature, even allowing points where, think of the clearing of the mind and allowing people to have critical thinking, to be able to analyze the different aspects of the things that are going on around us right now. Clearer thinking, clearer heads is what we need more than anything in our world right now. And people taking control of their bodies and their health and not leaving it to chance by the kind of water that they're kind of drinking, and understanding how, when you're taking care of such a simple aspect of your life, it impacts your well-being, your longevity, your mobility every single day in order to make it so that your life is better no matter what, just by drinking this energized structured water. So if we can stave off different diseases and having our bodies flushing the toxins, energizing ourselves so that we're creating literally an army of little biophoton mans within our side, within ourselves, that's going and knocking out all that negativity and pumping up all that positivity that's going on. This is really what life is all about. If you get rid of the negative, enhance the positive, you have a better life, guaranteed. So with that, H2O, we don't need. H3O2 is what our body is craving, and that will change our lives. When it comes to that energy and when we consume that water, before, with all that negative energy around us, it scrambles our energy, it scrambles our chi, and it scrambles our chakras, and our aura becomes discombobulated and messy in essence. But after drinking the water, within 10 minutes after drinking the water, you'll find that that EMF has been removed. Your chakras have been tuned and are now vibrant. And you can do this. And sometimes, if you're out and about, I remember they used to do that at some of the wellness shows that I went to and stuff, to be able to photograph your aura and show you how your chakras are. I'd love to do it sometime in the future to see the changes that, or how this looks when you've been doing this for quite a while now. So again, everything is tightened up, everything is structured and organized, and your energy is increased and your vitality is peaked. So it's a perfect way to tune it up, as they say. And imagine just 10 minutes and you're EMF free, and your body has adjusted itself into a much more pleasurable state of wellness. So again, with the chakra alignment, you're reducing stress, you're getting rid of the EMF that's surrounding you, and the water that you're drinking now has been altered. You're drinking structured water that's now better for you and doing more for you. And you've cut out that chaotic water, and you know that when you're drinking it, it's not working. And if it's not working, what's the point? If that's all you had, and now that you're educated now, though, it is what's the point once you know that it's not doing the full job. So your insides are functioning much better. All your cells are now taking the water in and removing the toxins out. You're feeling healthier. As time goes on, every single day, the more you do, the better you will get. Consistency is the key to longevity and good health. So this is how we take a hit at those chronic health challenges and look to reduce them and restore our balance, reduce our stress, and put ourselves in a much better place to enjoy a healthier, happier mind, body, and spirit. So with the live blood analysis, it is definitely showing that prior to the drinking of the water or spraying of the water on our bodies, we have the Rolo effect, the sticky blood going on, where when you look at it, it simply just looks unhealthy. I don't have the image of it here, but it is, we've shown this before. And the unhealthy image of literally, it's like little snakes running around within your body, all stuck together, and they are not able to run independently in order to do what they need to do. So by drinking the water, again, within 10 minutes, your blood has dropped the that sticky effect, the Rolo, and your cells are now free flowing, and they're enjoying the ability to go and do the work that they're independently in there doing. And in the long run, what you're talking about is less fatigue, more energy, and a healthier body, because your blood is life. And when your blood is doing the things that you need it to do and doing it well, that means it's improving your circulation, it's increasing the oxygen delivery through to every cell, every joint, and that means that you are healthier. And when everything is flowing better, that means that your electricity in your body is running better, optimized to function better. And just like a car, your spark plugs will be firing at the right level in order to maximize your performance. So, athlete or couch potato, you want to be healthy. That's the bottom line. And the water is not going to pick on any one of you over the other one. You all get the same benefits. So, an athlete can be stronger, healthier, more with better performance athlete. And a couch potato can be a stronger, healthier couch potato any way you slice it. We're making better human beings every single day. With hydration, the efficiency is cranked up, and we say that at least 45% better hydration. And this is not about how much water you drink, it's about the quality of the water you drink and the end result of when you put smaller molecules that are set up to instantly absorb into your body and give you the results rather than trying to stick a basketball through a small hoop. It's not going to work. So what this does, it allows for the smaller molecules to get into the aquaporins and feed your cells well and flush your cells well. So the biophotonic water does the job that you want it to do And the results start instantly after you've structured your water with your app and you've started to consume it. You can almost feel the hydration in your body when you put the water in your mouth and hold it under your tongue and do the subliminal thing. You can feel the hydration. Some people feel it instantly as they put the water into their systems. So it's not about drinking a lot of water. It's about drinking the water that your body needs to perform the processes that it needs to perform. So the scientific consensus is that one, there is a fourth phase of water called easy water, which is the structured water. And that science was researched by Dr. Gerald Pollack at the University of Washington. And Dr. Masaru Emoto is one of the leaders who studied water majorly over the decades and even worked with our founder in the past. And this was all about frequencies and water, the energy in water, the life of water, and all these books that were written by Emoto or Pollack or Lipton in regards to epigenics. These are all things that people should read and should at least know about in regards to understanding that your life is in your hands and you do have control in order to manage how your life goes. Because just because somebody says to you that you have an issue and they can't fix it does not mean that you can't. It means that they have run out of talent and they can't help you. But there's a lot of talent in the world, way more than the few people that we already know. And I'm learning every single day more and more about life, about frequencies, and about all the different things that we know or we need to know. And it's not all. As I said, every day is a learning process, but it's great to be interacting with amazing people who are teaching and learning all at the same time. And so we hope that this experience that you have here is not just about today. It's about tomorrow. It's about the future. And if you will notice, even the way I've decided to create these presentations have been created so that you can, if it was a high school student who was watching or listening to this, that they would get it. We didn't burden it with long words in order to make it complicated. This is about making education available so that we can teach the generations that are to come how to avoid the pitfalls of the things that our generations now have been, hopefully most of us, fortunate enough to avoid. But at the same time, if I do a little balancing act, even in my own family, in regards to who thinks my way and who thinks the other way, I'm afraid I lose in a massive way because I do believe I'm the only one in my whole family who actually has this way of thinking. So we want to teach more and more people how to take simple responsibility for their health using simple tools and finding out the simple ways that life is so simple that by doing these simple things, we can win at life. Because I don't believe we're going to win in the other system. We'll just leave it there. So now here's another test. You can try it yourself, the lemon test. And so this is taking 2 glasses of the lemon juice or wine, and you use the Biophotonic Charger app on 1 glass for the minute, and then try the untreated one first, and then try the treated one. And the reason why this one would be done this way is because the lemon juice is going to be super bitter when you try it untreated. And then when you try it treated, because of the smoothness and the taste altering that has happened, you'll notice that it's gone from sour and sharp and acidic to smooth, sweet, and mellow. Not bad for lemon juice, I would say. So these are experiments that are really good because of the fact that it is super sour. It is super sharp. It is super acidic. And when you can change this, it's going to bring to light to you the actual power of the biophotonic charger and how it treats the water or how it treats anything that is a liquid. The energy is going to create the frequency shifts, and the water is going to become structured. And from the low energy, it's going to give you high energy when you put it into your body. And imagine we have people who are just spraying their bodies and in the afternoon. So a lot of people have 2, 3 o'clock lull where they feel tired. And being able to just mist yourself at that particular time is going to pick you up. Drink the water, it's going to pick you up even more. So these are ways that we can turn around from some of the bad habits that we've been trained into and find ways to take care of ourselves in a much more healthier way. So that brings us close to the end of the presentation for this part of today. So what we're going to share tomorrow is the global vision for where this is going to take people on a health journey, on a planetary healing journey, and the tools that we are, the companion products and tools that we want to bring forth with the app is going to help us to reach into more pockets of people and provide ways for people to structure and protect themselves, because this is also very much about protecting yourself from those frequencies when you're consuming this water. What you're doing, it's in essence, it's like you're putting a cocoon around your body when you drink and spray, and that EMF is not coming through that cocoon in order to invade your body. That protection that you get is going to help to keep your DNA informed without weakening it. And in reality, it's strengthening it. So for all the benefits that the app and the water brings to our bodies, we need for the people to start really using this properly. And when I say use this properly, there is no way that you should go through your day without drinking 3 glasses of this water as a minimum in order to know that you've got the structured water. Everybody has their own needs, their own requirements. Some people drink water all day. Some people have a hard time drinking water. Those are the people that I'm talking to now, because I want you to feel the results and I want you to know the power of the biophotonic water and what it means to you. Because if you have the app, you need to drink it 3 times a day minimum. And if at all possible, consume that water sometimes when it's hot or warm. And the reason that is because we find that the frequency is more enhanced when the water is warm. We find that the warm water opens up your system and allows the water and the frequencies and that energy to dive deeper into your system and into all your little capillaries to take those energies and nutrients into your deep into your bones and into your joints. These are all the things that you want. You want the light, you want the water, you want the energy flowing through your body in order to give you that vitality, that life, that energy, everything that life is, you want. And when you have that, that's when all these little issues that have been bugging you start to disappear. Your digestive system becomes calmer and more functional. Your brain is now surrounded by energy water, frequency water, and the toxins now have been removed. And every day it's pulling more and more toxins out of your body. And every day it's tuning you up a little stronger, a little healthier, and getting a little deeper into your system to make you younger. And on the outside, you should notice some youngness, some vitality, and some your skin plumping up from the hydration that's happening, whether it's coming from the inside out or you're spraying on the outside and it's plumping up your skin and making that difference. So, with all of these things, what we're talking about dealing with the water crisis. All of a sudden now, it doesn't matter where your water is coming from because we can reverse the pollution in the water. We can help by making water so that it's actually, we don't have to consume as much. So that means that we will literally be doing something positive for the planet. We're definitely doing something positive because there should be less plastic bottles and less plastic out there in the marketplace if people are using this as their form of getting clean water. Let's think about that alone for a minute. If the majority of people who are using plastic bottles thinking that they're getting better water, but they're not, were able to transform their money that they're spending on this bottled water and even just start using whatever water they have at home and tuning it up, that would take a lot of plastic bottles out of society as a whole. And some of the things that I see when I look at what's going on in our oceans and the requirements, the things that they have to do in order to clean up, it's to me it just blows my mind that somebody would even think of dumping stuff into our oceans to start with. There should be a law. Sorry. For agriculture, now we're talking about having less water need in order to feed our plants, less chemicals to feed our plants. All this is going to translate into ground that's going to be better for the next generation of plants and the next generations of plants. So there are no negatives in the big picture here in regards to how we're going to positively affect the planet and the systems that we are already utilizing on a daily basis. Yeah, well, with the next one, it's kind of hard to talk about on account of the fact we're already walking a fine line in the pharmaceutical world and in the world as a whole when we're talking about having the body do its processes much more efficiently. And if it does, and we have frequency-based healing, mm, with my experiences from my own personal issues and how far I have come, I can tell every single person if you hear my words, frequency is life, water is life, salt is life, potassium is life, their blood is life. There are so many things that are so important that make up our lives. And when we take them, clean them, and enhance them, and make them so that they function the way they're supposed to, yeah, water becomes that thing over there, whereas it can actually make you better. We'll just leave it at that for there. So, today, yes, it's clear this works. It does the job better than anything that we know of at this point, and it's very inexpensive. And if we look at the overall cost, even now, it's under $1 a day, well under $1 a day. And I know when I drink my coffee in the morning, and if any of you have done I know about dowsing, I'm doing it all the time. I'm asking, is this good for my body? Is this something that I can consume? And my coffee, prior to structuring it, I got a no. After structuring it, I got a yes. So it doesn't matter what it is. Now, I did mention last night something that I did another experiment on, and I would like people to do this experiment also, because I want to know if what I found was actually real. So I came home and I was late getting in, and I was hungry. I needed some food, and at the time I had some leftovers. And normally I would pull out the skillet and wrap it around a few times in the skillet, get it warm. But because of the timing, I decided I was going to microwave it. So what I did was I sprayed my food. Actually, before I sprayed my food, I doused it and I asked if the food was going to be nourishing for my body, if it was okay for me to consume it, and it gave me the big yes. I then sprayed my food with my structured, energized spray bottle, and I really doused it with the spray so that on the outside edge of the plate, it was wet. So I know the food was wet. And then I put it in the microwave and I nuked it for 3 minutes. And then I pulled it out and I doused it again. And I asked it, is this food still good for me to eat? Is it still good for my body? And it gave me a yes again. So after that, I still sprayed it again and then I consumed it. So I would like to know if anybody else would do these types of experiments, because I don't trust my own validation. And again, we've been told that once the food has been microwaved, that it basically kills the food. And I'm still not sure about anything about this, but so that's why we experiment. That's why we try to see if we get multiple times people saying the same things, and it doesn't matter what it is. We do that with no matter what it is. We want the best evidence that we can get. So again, with everything that we're doing, this is about life. It's about the future. And now we're going to open up for comments and questions. So feel free, if you need my help to unmute, just let me know. Otherwise, unmute and feel free to go ahead, and I will go check with the chat room to see what comments or questions might have been left initially.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Mike. It's Susan DeBoer in Guelph. How are you?
I'm good, Susan. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. I'm coming back from weeks, if not months, of being not so well, but I think everything is coming together. And I just wanted to applaud you for yesterday's presentation was excellent. So if folks want to review that recording, it's just superb. And today there's a lot of real evidence here. So Yeah, I'm just thrilled. I think we're really at the point now where we can blast off and get this info out there. So a lot of hard work went into it, and we thank you.
I appreciate the words there, Susan. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Yes, and I was excited to kind of look at the way that you have designed the compensation reward plan as a beautiful leveraged direct sales, international direct sales, such that anyone who refers to the information and someone around the world sees this digital app, they can access it. And it's so beautifully uncomplicated, unlike the typical kind of MLM programs. This is quite different when people really take a look how simple and straightforward and generous it really is. So I think that it's going to add a dimension of abundance and health to a lot of people.
Thank you. Those words mean a lot coming from you.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
GJ, are you with us?
I'm here.
All right. I see you're unmuted, so.
I probably bumped it.
Oh, okay. All right. So in the chat here, we have Paula's just mentioned we have 31 health and beauty benefits when you drink hot water, especially first thing in the morning. It increases the hydration and absorption of all your nutrients. Frequency wave-based healing, absolutely where we are. Okay, do we have any questions?
I could add to what Paula just said. If you put a organic lemon and some local honey in that water in the morning, it makes it more alkaline and your body likes it a lot better.
Ah, okay. Very good. Thank you, GJ. Okay, so what I did, as I said, at the start of the meeting, not everybody was on. So I sent out an email at about 20 minutes before the call started. And in that email is the link from last night's, it's not last night's call. It's actually the presentation that is done in a way that delivers the message in a crystal clear way without anything else around it. And that's what I have sent out. And this one here will be done in the same format in order to literally clean it up and make it so that it becomes a long-term staple within our video collection in order to be an educator of what's going on. So while we're here, let me just go in and show you a couple of the things that I had done in order to help, because I have gotten to the point where I do absolutely believe that we need to educate the generations that are coming next. All the children, the young people, they need to know and understand what it is that life is. Because right now, they're all growing up on McDonald's and soda pop and Red Bull. And this is not life. This is not where we need them to be. And so in order to try to have any kind of effect on them, we are hoping that people will start to share more of this type of information in order to basically educate them in a way that we can change their views and how they actually get up and attack the day. So so I created this segment here. Some of you have already seen, let me just make sure you can see what we're seeing. Yep. So some of you might already seen the Biophotonic Man. I'm sure you probably all have by now, but this cartoon imagery is a great little way to grab attention. And so here we've got, there's no better time, there's no bigger need than for everyone to learn today. The shocking truth about the water you're drinking and the app that changes everything. Here are 15 core benefits for everyone, from structured, energized water for improved health. We must teach children better because they need to live healthier as our future generations. So it starts with the video, and then we've cartooned the benefits. So here, cleaning toxins is the first one, neutralizing and protecting from EMF, removing chemical contaminants in the water. Cleaning, this is for all of us, to be honest with you, because it is exactly everything that the app does and why you need to understand it. So cleaning oxidative stress, removing and fighting inflammation, detoxifying your organs, energizing your cellular communication, pumping up your physical power, enhancing your mental clarity, improving your cellular hydration, boosting your immune system, enhancing skin health, promoting better sleep, restoring vibrational harmony. That is our complete wellness transformation package. It is very, very powerful when you understand all the benefits that are attached to consuming this water. It is life-changing. So when you're speaking to people and you want to remember what the benefits are, send them here. If they need to understand how it works, send them here, because it's like turning this guy loose inside your body in order to wipe out the negative and pump up the positive. Those are my favorite words lately. Wipe out the negative and pump up the positive. That's what it's all about. Life in water, life, light, and water, frequencies. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mike Butler, and I'm having a really, really great time starting to affect positive change around the world. I invite you all to grow with us, join us, make this an amazing transformation of the world as we put God and life and light back into people's life. Are you with me? I say, let's get her done and get her done in a big way. Any more questions? Any more comments?
I
Yes,
might make a comment.
absolutely.
One of the things that I think we forget is brushing our teeth. And it's critical that we brush our teeth with this water because it's going to help with our gums and it's going to reduce the likelihood of cavities. And people unconsciously use tap water to brush their teeth, and that's just really putting huge amount of toxins into their body. So I just want to remind everybody to use this water to brush their teeth.
Thank you. So a second here. Okay.
Hello, Mike. A little bit off topic, but just the other day I had a long conversation with both Paula and Marcel, and they showed me the wrist strap. I was wondering if you could tell us more about it in terms of how it works and the benefits and the availability of it.
Okay. So Vesti has just brought up the fact that I have wristbands, a frequency disc that we put on wristbands we use for different things. What has happened over the last little while is, again, through some experimenting of my own, we were able to find out that my disc can hold the frequency of the biophotonic charger. So for personal reasons that I have my personal health issues, which is basically pain, I was able to alter the frequencies in the disc that were not working for me. And I will make this clear. My own product, the discs, were not working for me once I started to consume the biophotonic water. I believe that it created some disharmony between the frequencies that was in the water inside my bodies and the frequencies that were in the disc that were attached to my body. So all of a sudden, about over a week ago, I said, all right, I was in a lot of pain and I wanted solutions. I wanted to do something. So experimenting with the app, I was experimenting with water, and then I got the bright idea to experiment with the disc. So I took the disc out and I used the app on the disc. And lo and behold, that disc that tested not good for me, when I retested it after using the app on it, it tested good for me. So what happened was that because I was in that pain, previous to the pain coming, I had a belt, a leather belt, and I have, I believe, about 6 of those discs around the belt. So I was wearing that energy all the time. So I had to take that belt off when I found that it was actually creating more pain in me than it was helping me. It was becoming a negative with the water that I had now so energized. So after I structured what I did, I embedded every disc with the frequency from the app. And I put the belt on. And within not even 30 minutes, I could feel the energy and the shift within my body. All of a sudden, the discs were good for me. It had reduced my pain. I was much more comfortable. So if you want to know if this really worked, let me tell you. So that was through the day. I went all through the day with the belt on. At night, I'm going to bed. I take all my clothes off. I never thought anything about the belt, took everything off, put her down, and went to bed. It was almost instantly, I could feel the shift gone, and it was shifting back to where it was before. I could feel the pain starting to develop in my hips. Within no time after I realized what I had done, I got up, took the belt out of my pants, and literally just strapped it around my waist. And it was almost before I got back to the bed. So I was in so much pain that I couldn't sleep. That's how bad it was. But by the time I got back to the bed, the pain had dissipated. I could literally feel it going down my body as I was standing, getting ready to crawl back into the bed. By the time I got back into the bed, this is exactly what happened. I got back into the bed and I do not remember anything from the time I got back into the bed. I must have went right to sleep because there is no memory of me getting back into the bed other than that. When I went into the bed, I don't remember anything after that. So, doing some further testing, the frequency in the disc is actually good at helping to structure water as well. So the disc, from what I've seen, in order to maintain the frequency of the app, I believe it needs to be charged every week for best functionality. So with that, I just charge it every week and utilize it, and it it absolutely works. And I use the app I'm taking with me, and I'm charging everything as I go. And between the two, life is very sweet. So the discs are available, will be available, and we haven't put a big push on them as of yet, but yeah, they're available, and I believe that what the disc is going to do more than anything, it's going to help protect the children. I believe that when it comes to children and pets, etc., and us, but because of the way that it's going to be versatile to be able to attach to somebody's clothes or wear as a piece of jewelry is going to enhance the ability to take care of people all over the world to a totally different level. Absolutely. And that's my vision, and that's my goal, is to absolutely be a powerhouse of impact around the world.
Perhaps I should explain a bit more. I'm actually a disabled person in a wheelchair, having suffered a spinal cord injury about 10 years ago. Also, I'm diabetic, and I do suffer from neuropathic pain in my legs, particularly at nighttime trying to sleep. Incidentally, I should mention that I've been drinking the Photonic water for the last little while, and my blood sugar readings on a daily basis have improved considerably. In fact, the lowest reading I got was actually 4.9, whereas typically I think the average good number is 5.5. So that's a good sign right there. But please tell me more about these devices, the availability, the price, and so forth, that I could maybe wear on my ankle
Yeah.
or
So,
other parts of the body.
yeah. So, yeah, Vesti. So the discs are basically $50 per disc. They are available on the site. If you're, depending on where you're wearing them, I usually recommend that we do, if say for you as an example, your situation is serious, more so than the average person walking around. So, wherever your injury is, I would say that you would put at least one, two of the disc in those areas in order to resonate that energy through. You might, in your situation, want something like on your ankle and maybe something in the middle of your body around your waist or something so that it's giving you that energy up your spine and down your legs.
Well, do you have an official price list and delivery time?
Why don't you get me after the call or tomorrow, Vesti, and we can discuss that, okay? Delivery, you're in the GTA, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's easy. It doesn't take long for that. It's very quick.
All right. Can you write down or message your phone number?
Um, I've got your phone number, Vesti,
Oh, okay.
okay? I will be in touch with you and you'll put it through. I'll just show you how to put it through the system. I'll just help you decide what it is that you should do, okay?
All right.
So
Good.
I'll do it as a consultation.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Oh, so this is interesting. Paula says she makes her own toothpaste using comfrey, castor oil, horsetail, and oregano oil, peppermint oil, coconut oil, and the biophotonic water. Oh, interesting. How's that taste? Uh, okay, let's see. I think she's writing it.
Actually, Mike, it tastes pretty good,
Does it? Okay.
Yep. especially with the peppermint.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would definitely yeah, makes sense. Very good.
And the comfrey is known as bone stitcher.
What is that?
Comfrey is known as a bone stitcher.
Okay. So
And
it's good for the
horse,
gums.
horsetail is high in silica.
Good for the gums. Silica, yes. Okay.
I forgot to add charcoal and one last thing, forgetting. But yeah, it actually tastes pretty good. Oh, and baking soda.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Interesting. All right. If you want to, feel free to share the formula, the recipe.
Well, that's pretty much it. You know, you're only going to use a few drops of the oil because you don't need much.
Okay.
The essential oils.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, folks, if there are no more questions, no more comments, we will call it an evening. And I will be back tomorrow for our Thursday evening call with session 3 on the science. Thank you all for your time.
Oh, Mike, I have a new person on here. I was hoping you'd do the water test.
Oh, absolutely. And I forgot there were some people there that had their water ready also. My bad. Let's do that now. So let me fix my camera up for you. Da, 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 da. And testing, testing. Sec. Okay.
Oh, let me see your wristband.
Give me a bit. I'll be there. I'll be there. Bye.
Mike, you're on the
I'm
main
gonna call. Bye.
Send a message to you.
Okay. All right, get your waters ready or your liquids ready, and I will be bringing this to your screen momentarily. All right, if you're ready, hold your liquids up to the screen, and we're coming at you now. We'll be doing it twice, so just give me a second. Okay, one more time. All right, wonderful. So, okay, so to the people who have their water structured in front of them, go ahead and taste the water that is on the light first, because that's the one that's going to be the most, well, we'll just wait and see. Taste the one that we just did before you taste the unstructured one. Now, Okay, so Missy, would you like to unmute and tell us what you found? Hold on just a second there. Okay, see, I asked you to unmute there now. There you go.
Um, I'm not sure, but on my phone, you're in a tiny little box because the screen is still being shared. So I'm not sure how effective it was.
Oh, okay. Just let me see if I can resolve that issue here for some reason.
Well,
Test.
you
And
can,
also, I have an alarm that went off and I had to shut that off real quick because it blocked it. Sorry,
if
guys.
if you scroll your screen to the right or else you tap on Mike, it takes the full screen of what he's doing.
I tried tapping him.
It didn't work.
No, I tried the whole time pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have
Let
me
me try it
on
again. Okay,
Yeah,
there.
you're
Now
there,
I
Mike.
got it.
you have
I
me
got
big
it
now.
now.
Okay,
I
so
got you now. Yeah.
okay. So let's see, you want to do it again there, my dear?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that. Testing, testing.
Mike, before you do it, Mike, Missy, hold the other water away from the
It
light.
is. It's a good 3 feet away at least.
Perfect.
Okay, very good. Okay, so you have me full screen now?
Yes.
All right, here we go, Missy.
And I'm
Testing,
supposed to
testing,
swirl it around.
testing. Try that, Missy.
Okay. It's more subtle,
Yes. Softer, smoother.
softer. Definitely. It tastes more like soft water. The other
Yeah.
water tastes like hard water.
Yes,
Although I
okay.
don't know the difference actually, but that's my way of explaining it.
Well, that's a very good way to describe it for sure. That's what matters. Yes. So it's amazing that we can actually transform your water from across wherever I am to wherever you are.
Yeah, it is.
See if she can feel the temperature difference.
Okay, what do I do? Just hold the two?
Put your fingers in the one that was changed and feel the temperature, and then put your fingers in the other one and see if it's different.
Okay.
Put your right hand in, and then put on your left wrist, and put your
A
left
little
hand
bit.
right
It's a
wrist.
little bit different. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
So anyway, just the fact that we can affect change from there is what we're trying to show. And that
Right.
makes it very powerful within itself. So imagine
Mhm.
now having it at your disposal to use 24/7 and
Mhm.
giving your body the fuel that it truly needs and wants.
Yes,
As
thank you.
as you're
welcome.
wanding your water, do you turn it counterclockwise?
I do. I do. I move my phone counterclockwise over whatever I'm doing. Yes.
Okay.
But
I
it
did.
is more effective. Is it more effective by going counterclockwise than just showing the light?
No, what it is, it's an intention that you're telling your water. I even like to speak to it when I'm doing it because I say, make it healthier, make it stronger, infuse me deeper, that kind of stuff. And what you're doing when you're doing the counterclockwise, you're telling it, be more like nature, be more like nature, be more like nature.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions, comments? All right, folks, wonderful. If you do have any, bring them tomorrow night. I'll be here and you can be too. Bring some friends and let's do it again. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good job.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Wonderful.